Alright, hey, how's it going, guys? This is Spideyco64, back here with another Marvel Disney Plus review. This is my second take of this review, and let's hopefully this will be the last one. But anyways, today we're here, of course, to talk about and review the Hawkeye series. Once again, you know, the new series, new show on Disney Plus. And yeah, so with that really being said in mind, let me just get into it. Which I want to make this about as short as I can, because hopefully I won't ramble on, or I won't talk about random shit, you know, throughout this whole entire video. But basically, my overall thoughts on the Hawkeye series overall, I I enjoyed it for the most part, you know, and whatnot, sort of have you. This was one of the few Disney Plus series that I was anticipating for, not only because, you know, Hawkeye finally has the spotlight, you know, in his own story and whatnot, sort of have you, but also because, you know, this is a little bit more of a more grounded MCU show. This doesn't have to deal with spies, witches, or, you know, Asgardians, or, you know, frost giants, as we all know Loki's really a frost giant. But basically, though, I do like its grounded nature in this show, you know, and all that sort of stuff, you know. And you know, I also really gotta say that really for the most part, you know, there's a lot of things I love about the show, and there's a lot of things I just don't really particularly like about it. So first of all, you know, once again, you know, it's a series that I like overall. It's just, I mean, I don't know, it's a really strange feeling, you know, and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, I've enjoyed all the Marvel Disney Plus shows that have come out this year, you know, and whatnot, sort of have you. And this was really one that maybe I wasn't really, I don't know, I really just think that maybe my expectations maybe are just really so high. I mean, I really have no idea just how that really works, how that process is in my mind. But getting into into what I thought about the show, at least I'm basically going to give you the good, and then sort of the bad. So first of all, the good stuff in this show, the dynamic, of course, between the character dynamic between both Clint and Kate Bishop. Of course, you know, their dynamic works really, really well, and that's the part of the show that I really, you know, enjoyed. I really love, you know, those scenes with them together. You know, it's really, really good. It's really good. I gotta say, you know, overall, that's one of the highlights of this show for me. And another thing that also is a highlight for me too is, you know, they also do highlight sort of the human nature of Hawkeye, because I'll be honest when I really say this, but Hawkeye is actually my favorite Avenger. And so it was really, really cool to see how human, you know, Hawkeye is, just because we hardly, you know, see that out of the other Avengers, because hell, Hawkeye is the only other Avenger that's part of the original six. You know, that's, of course, I don't need to go over them, but you basically know what it is, you know, and all that sort of stuff. In terms of other characters in this show, Maya Lopez, Echo, I also enjoyed her a lot. There's better representation of the deaf community in this movie, better than Eternals. So that's something I'll give this show points for. God damn, I still really hate that movie. But anyways, though, now going from basically, you know, going from, I guess, the highs of the show, because I really love this. I really like this show a lot. You know, and all that sort of stuff. And I guess we are gonna have to maybe address the elephant in the room, but in the spawn of only like 2 weeks, both Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin both show up in the MCU, or they're back in the MCU, but we just don't know if their stories are canon or not. But it looks like that maybe they are canon. and all that sort of stuff, but I'm really not so sure, and all that sort of stuff. And here's a part I think really, here's the part where my criticisms for the show really sort of lie, and that is sort of, my criticisms really lie with the direction where this show is really going in terms of maybe the story they want to focus on. Because this show focuses on like, if you really think about it, focuses on a lot of storylines. There's, of course, the stuff between Kate's mom being really shady, which by the end of the show we find out that she's the one responsible for all this, and we find out she's working with Kingpin. We also got, Maya trying to, of course, go after, Ronan and all that sort of stuff, as it's revealed in the show that one of the criminals that Hawkeye killed was Echo's father, which also turned out that Kingpin basically hired Hawkeye to kill Maya's father and all that sort of stuff. And then we also got the stuff with Yelena and, trying to kill Clint as well. Now, I'm going to be really honest when I say this. I really feel like that the whole Yelena and Hawkeye storyline, it was rushed. I really thought that they really rushed it a lot. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, the interaction both between, of course, that scene at the end where, Yelena, she's about to kill Clint, and then Clint, does the little whistle, and all that sort of stuff, that was in the Black Widow movie, it was very moving, very, very moving, and all that sort of stuff. But personally, for me, I just feel like that they just really rushed this storyline, and I really wish this could have been the main storyline, and all that sort of stuff. But, and also in terms of Kingpin's return to the MCU, there's already a lot of criticism that people said that, oh, they nerfed him and all that sort of stuff. And to that I really say, I don't really see what you're getting at. Now, number one, we knew definitely for sure that if Kingpin was going to be introduced into the MCU, that they're probably going to have to cut down his violence, because, of course, in the Netflix series, he was, well, I mean, to put it lightly, he killed a dude with a car. He killed a dude with a goddamn car, like a door to a car. I'm trying to think of what else. It's been a while since I've seen the Daredevil Netflix series, so I'm sorry, but he's ruthless, he's very intimidating, of course, and all that sort of stuff. And I still thought he was intimidating in this whole series, and I really hope that he didn't die at the end, which, I don't know. I feel like he's going to come back. Don't worry, guys. They're not going to kill Kingpin off. If they do, we're going to have to add that to the list of Marvel's misfortunes, or the most biggest Marvel letdowns. Of course, we'll add that to, let's see, we'll add Ralph Boner. Let's see, we already have Ralph Boner to the list. We also have, goddamn, what else do we have also, too? Damn right, the whole end credit scene with, Venom and No Way Home. We'll add that to the list, and, if they do eventually, if he's actually killed off, then yes, we'll add that to the list. But, yeah, but just overall, just to wrap this video up, because I pretty much got what I have to say out of the way. Hawkeye, it's a good series, and all that sort of stuff. It's fun, and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of weird how sort of Marvel are sort of handling these Disney Plus shows. So there's a really interesting sort of discussion as to these shows really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, example, which the Doctor Strange trailer came out today, and they kind of just abandoned the whole plot of WandaVision, I guess. Okay, that was pointless. Okay, I mean, I don't know. So Hawkeye, it's a good series. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Yeah. But I'm not really gonna end off this in a really moody or negative note. I overall have to say that this has been an incredible year for Marvel. It's been a really damn cool year. I really damn. Marvel just kicked this year's ass with so many movies. 4 movies. Of course, we have the Sony Marvel Venom movie. We also have like what we had like 5 Disney Plus shows. Damn, like Marvel definitely knocked it out of the park. And next year, we're supposed to get like hell. We're supposed to get like She-Hulk, Moon Knight. Miss Marvel. What else? What if season 2? So definitely next year we'll have a lot of cool shit from Marvel and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully in the movie department things get better. Black Panther 2 does not look. It looks like it's not really on a good track. But basically though, good year for Marvel. Though of course Star Wars. It's Star Wars season, and next Wednesday, guys, I'm going to bring you the my overall thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett. We're gonna do episode recaps once again, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, Star Wars season has begun. And yeah, so happy holidays, and the post credit scene for the show. It sucked ass.